Hi everyone. So this is going to be my screencast of my classroom website, going through and explaining the website and what each page contains. So it's just my welcome page, the first thing you see when you open up to it. Just a brief introduction to me, who I am, just a little bit about myself, and then I go into further detail about myself in the About Me section here. So another picture of myself and some more background information, um, just to give families an idea and students an idea of who I am and kind of where I come from and why I'm here doing what I'm doing, why I want to be a teacher and everything. So, um, as a subsection in About Me, I have contact information. So, just got the basic phone number, email, um, school address, um, nothing too fancy to see here. So we've got the student corner here. So if we click on student corner, it just gives, again, students a brief explanation of what they're going to be finding here. You can go down to daily schedule as the first subsection, and it's just going to have the schedule posted here, the average daily schedule. It's not going to be perfectly exact to every single day, but it's a way to give students and parents an idea of what they're going to be doing throughout the day, at what different times, when's lunch, when is snack, um, if they have to come in late or leave early, the subjects that they might be missing. Yeah, so then as our second subsection here, we've got assignments. So if we click on that, we will have the week's assignments, and this will be changed weekly. On the evening of on Monday evening, right after school gets out, I will be uploading the homework for Monday, and um, then we've got Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So this is what you would see on a Friday night or a weekend, because all of these are filled out. But if this was a weekday, say a Tuesday, Tuesday evening, you would see Monday and Tuesday would have work, and the rest would be blank for the time being. So this is really good for parents to have an idea of what their students are doing, and for students to refer to remind themselves what homework that they have in case they forgot their agenda book at school, couldn't find it. All the worksheets and stuff, there's going to be clickable links here that they can go to and use those to print out the homework in case they lost theirs or just forgot to check their mailbox and get their work. And obviously, as you see here, 20 minutes of reading a day, Friday 60 minutes, about 20 minutes each day. I think it's really important for students to be keeping up on their literacy, on their reading. So that would be something I would want students to work on every day, and I would have plenty of books to lend out if they needed. And I would certainly be providing time for all students to go to the library when needed. I think reading is super important, and although we might not have every subject's homework every day, it's very important to develop these early literacy skills. So after that, we are going to have our classroom materials as our third subsection under the student corner. And this is just going to be a list of the required and suggested materials. If this will load here, there we go. So it's just got the needed supplies and the recommended or requested supplies. I'm not going to hold it. And these are what students are going to need to get through each day. They might not need all of these every single day, but they will definitely need these at some point. And these are the ones that where it would be really nice if they had them. We could use them for the class, or they could use them for themselves. But if they don't have them, I will have some way of, being able to provide these materials. So if they can get them for themselves, if they can afford them, these are great for them to get before the school year starts or during the school year if they run out. But if they don't have them, it's okay. I will have something for them in the classroom or something for students to share. So now we've got the parent and guardian corner. So you can click on this, and it just gives, again, a little explanation of what's going to be here. More commentary directed towards the parents and guardians specifically rather than the students. So first subsection under here is going to be the newsletter. So this will be changed every month, and it's going to be 2 pages, one cover page and one calendar page. And this will give them an idea of what's going to be going on over the next month. So this will be put up at the beginning of each month, so that way they can plan ahead and everything like that. So you can see there's a QR code where they can view book fair options for the month. Just a classroom wish list of things that I would like them to bring in. So these are kind of additional materials that we are requesting. Shaving cream for letter practice on the desks, headphones so students can be working on computers quietly and everything, and tissues for the classroom. Obviously, you can't have too many. So again, I just have more of my contact info here. This newsletter in itself is a little bit repetitive compared to the rest of the website, but it is made that way purposefully because it will be sent home as a paper copy to all families. So families without technology can still access this newsletter, as well as those who are able to access this whole website. So we've got our birthdays, we've got our things to remember here, some important dates for the month, and then we have our calendar on the second page, and we're just going to kind of plug those important dates into here, so it gives parents and students a good idea of what to be expecting on what days, and it's a great thing for parents to refer to so they know to equip their kids with what they need, whether it be the permission slips by this Friday or money for the book fair on the 23rd and 24th. So making sure that they're obviously not sending their student to school on staff development day. And yeah, so I think I would be putting a new newsletter up every month, and hopefully, can make it look like this one, or as close to it as possible. Yeah, so now we got our important dates, and again, it's a little bit repetitive from this center section here on the newsletter, but the newsletter will be changing every month, so they might not all have the same sections in the same places. So, but yeah, so this is going to include not only days in school where things are going on, but also important holidays and other things going on, like World Health Day, Autism Awareness Day, Earth Day, things like that. So it's both going to be things that are important to know about when they're sending their children to school, and just something to kind of keep in mind that they're not going to need to do anything for, but that they should be, hopefully talking about with their students, and that we will be talking about in class. So now we've got an FAQ section here, and this would be updated. The more questions I get, the more things I would start including in here. Obviously not every single question, because some are very specific to a particular student, but I'm sure I would be updating this if I got some repeated questions from families. But yeah, just some basic question and answer things parents can look at, especially if they're feeling a little uncomfortable reaching out. This is a good way for them to hopefully get their questions answered. But obviously I don't bite, and I would hope parents and guardians would reach out if they needed anything. So now we've got our classroom projects. So this would be updated. The goal would be every full week there would be one update with a new classroom project that's going on during the week. So you can see this week here, students built a cardboard house for the classroom using tape, glue, and scissors, and now it had become part of the play area. Had a great time making it, and now they can use it to play in every day during their free time. And this one's robot puppets, so it's a little bit more kind of free-handed, less collaborative. This cardboard house would be very collaborative, and these robot puppets would just be something they could work on more individually and tailor to their own kind of design likings. And yeah, you can see how awesome these look, and this would be a great homeschool connection if they can bring it home at the end of the week and show their family. So yeah, hopefully there would be the goal would be something new here every single week, so you can keep scrolling through and seeing what they've done over the course of the year. I think that would be really cool. So now here we've got a couple of quick links. Once it loads, here we go. So just a few websites that I would suggest parents and students take a look at, and short explanations afterwards. All of these are clickable links, so parents can go straight to the websites. And this is just explaining to them what the website would be so that they know what they're clicking on. And finally, we've got our school website section over here. So obviously this is my classroom website, but there is a full school website for whatever school I'd be working at. And on here, it's Feeder Elementary School, and so they can click this link here, and it will take them straight to the school website, and just gives them a little bit of information: the address, principal, superintendent, all of that. And that is that. So does the entire classroom website, and obviously it would be adjusted and added to over time. But yeah, thank you for taking a look at my classroom website, and that is that.